got a rant for you guys today because... Hey, what's up? It's Karen San Diego. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new here, I had VSG surgery over a year. I'm actually closer to 2 years now than I am to 1 year. But I had VSG surgery and lost over 100 pounds, 115 pounds to be exact. And since then have been documenting my journey. In today's video, we are talking about a very common criticism to VSG surgery, or actually just bariatric surgery in general, and that's that it is cheating. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this video, I want to talk a little bit about bariatric surgery and as a whole, just in case anybody here is confused about what exactly bariatric surgery is in the first place. And I'm doing this because I feel like a lot of the people that classify it as cheating don't actually have a strong understanding of what bariatric surgery even is. So as a whole, bariatric surgery, and there are many different kinds of bariatric surgery, but the broad term bariatric surgery refers to surgery that is done on the stomach or intestines to be able to restrict the amount of food a person can eat, thus inducing weight loss. What bariatric surgery is not is liposuction. It is not a tummy tuck. It is not anything that involves removing fat from the body. All the surgery does, regardless of what bariatric surgery you have, is it reduces the amount of food that you are able to intake. Reducing that food reduces the calories and causes you to lose weight. Now, for me in particular, the surgery that I got is VSG, which stands for vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And the surgery that I have, what that did was I had 75 to 80% of my stomach. And when I say stomach, I mean the internal stomach where your food sits, not the external area that you see as like your tummy. And in having 75 to 80% of my stomach removed, that means that the capacity for food in my actual stomach is reduced, which means that I can consume less. That's really all there is to it. Now, for myself and people like myself who have gotten bariatric surgery, a common thing that we'll hear people say is, well, you took the easy way out. That's the easy way out. You cheated. And this term, easy way out, is something that is very commonly said to bariatric patients. So we're going to dive a little bit into what exactly that means, and is it true? Did we take the easy way out? Before we can talk about whether or not bariatric surgery is the easy way out, first we got to discuss what's the alternative. So for me and many other people that have had bariatric surgery, the alternative to getting the surgery would have been typical diet and exercise. So eat in a caloric deficit, meaning eat less calories than your body needs to survive, along with moving your body. So some sort of exercise. That would be the traditional way to lose weight. Only problem with that is traditional weight loss doesn't always work for everybody. And then the comeback to that would be, well, you're not disciplined enough. You could have went harder. And what do they mean by going harder? That typically means restricting yourself past the typical caloric deficit and moving your body more than the typical exercise routine. So going extremely hard in order to try to achieve your goals. So a few things here. First thing here is, do I think it is admirable to lose weight that way? Absolutely. It is absolutely, not only do I believe that it is admirable to lose weight that way, but I've also done it myself. I have done extremely restrictive diets, extremely strenuous exercise routines, and have lost weight naturally outside of bariatric surgery multiple times. I want to say probably about 3 or 4 times in my life, I have actually gotten down to a low weight by extreme restriction and extreme exercise. Did it work? Yeah, I lost weight. However, I gained all the weight back. And that is the part that people who say bariatric surgery is the easy way out don't always understand. Which brings me into my next point. We are all created differently. So for me personally, and a lot of the things that I'm going to say in this video are in relation to me as a person, because I can really just speak to my experience. What I will say is that for me as a person, one of the main medical reasons that caused me to get surgery was my PCOS. And with PCOS, I struggle with something called insulin resistance, which means that my body does not respond to insulin in the same way that other people's bodies do. For me, what that looked like and the way that that manifested was when I was on an extremely restrictive diet, which usually restricted the amount of carbohydrates and sugar I was eating, I was able to lose weight, which is why the keto diet worked for me and worked really, really well. However, once introducing any sort of normal food back into my diet, and that does not mean introducing McDonald's or anything like that, I'm talking healthy food. When introducing those foods back into my diet, I immediately gained weight every single time. And although it was easy for me to lose weight, it was not easy for me to maintain weight loss long term. And while that's not the case for everybody, not everybody has PCOS, not everybody is insulin resistant, there are so many genetic conditions that can impact weight loss that just simply seeing somebody post on Instagram that they got bariatric surgery doesn't make you an expert on. You don't know what people are struggling with. And rather than being judgmental about it, let's just try to remember that everybody is different and people have to do what is best for them. So I looked up what the easy way out actually means. And according to Merriam-Webster, the easy way out is defined as to find an easy way to avoid having to do something difficult. And this right here is the part that tends to divide us. Divide the people who see bariatric surgery as a necessity and the people who see it as a cop-out, as the easy way out. What people fail to understand is that easiness or difficulty is on a spectrum. And we all as individuals fall into different places on that spectrum. What is easy for me may or may not be easy for you. What is difficult for me may or may not be difficult for you. So depending on where you are on that spectrum is going to determine if something is the easy way out for you or not. Let's use a separate example. So for example, me, I have very healthy joints. I'm capable of running up and down stairs with ease. However, my mom, for example, has arthritis in her knees to be exact. So when it comes to something like climbing 4 flights of stairs, our difficulty in that is going to be in different places on a spectrum. Is climbing up 4 flights of stairs difficult? Sure. For anybody, that might be a little bit difficult. However, it's gonna be a lot less difficult for me than it is for her. So if I was to say, hey, let's take the elevator, is that the easy way out for me? Yeah, because I'm fully capable of walking up 4 flights of stairs. Hell, I'm capable of running up 4 flights of stairs. However, my mom, for her, taking the elevator is not the easy way out because the alternative for her would be extreme pain. It would not be wise of her to take the stairs when the elevator is an option because for her, the elevator is a necessary tool for her to get where she's going. But also, for me, am I gonna take the elevator? Probably. Why? Because even though taking the elevator was an easier option for me than walking, there's nothing wrong with doing the thing that is easier to get you to where you need to go in a timely manner. And that brings me to my next point, which is that even if you are not like me and like all of the people who have gotten bariatric surgery because of an underlying medical condition, even if this was your first attempt at major weight loss, you hadn't tried it before, you hadn't done 10 plus failed diets that didn't work out for you. Maybe this really was your first time and you chose this because it would have been easier for you than trying it the natural way. That's okay too. As a society, for some reason, we have decided that people can only be rewarded for suffering and that doing something easier or taking a shortcut is somehow a bad thing. Remember that we have one life to live. One life. There is absolutely no reason to sit there and suffer through the one chance you have at this life in order to satisfy some stranger on the internet's need for you to suffer in order for your accomplishments to be valid. It's simply not necessary. You don't need to suffer to be successful. You need to make choices that are absolutely best for you. So in that case, can VSG surgery be the easy way out? Yes, absolutely it can. But who cares? And I also want to circle back to the textbook definition of what the easy way out means. Easy way out meaning to find an easy way to avoid having to do something difficult. And it's that to avoid having to do something difficult piece that I want to address here. Who told y'all that getting surgery and having a portion of your stomach cut out or rerouted or singed or whatever surgery you got, different surgeries require different methods, but who said that was easy? Recovering from surgery is not easy. Completely changing your life and your lifestyle is not easy. Completely having to relearn your relationship with food is not easy. No part of bariatric surgery is easy. However, it is worth it. It's simply a tool to help people achieve their weight loss goals and get to a healthier, better quality life sooner. So if we're saying for something to be the easy way out, it's a choice you make to avoid doing something difficult, then in that sense of it, I'd have to completely disagree with the term that it is the easy way out, since you're not avoiding something difficult. You're still doing something difficult. It's just not the something difficult that randos on the internet want you to do. But here's the amazing part of this. The amazing part is you're not getting surgery to appease randoms on the internet. You're not getting surgery to appease that random auntie that told you that her cousin's, auntie's, sister's, brother's baby mama gained back all her weight after she took the easy way out. You're not getting surgery for anybody else but yourself. So if you're somebody that is worried about somebody's opinion about whether or not you took the easy way out, block out that noise and focus on what is best for you. Like I said earlier, we all have one life to live. And I don't know about you, but I am 100% okay with taking some shortcuts if that means I get to live a longer, happier, and healthier life. Do I need to say that louder for the people in the back? For me, it was 100% clear that I was not going to be successful long-term on the path that I was going. Crash diets, yo-yo dieting, extremely restrictive diets, all of that was going to cause my weight to simply go up and down, which is actually even worse than just maintaining a heavy weight. You don't want to do that to yourself. I needed something that was going to help keep me accountable long-term, and VSG did exactly that for me. It was exactly what I needed to be able to live a long, happy, healthy life. You know what was easy? The choice to take control of my life and choose the path that was going to get me to long-term success. All right, I think that is enough for this rant, so I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I'm hungry. I need to make some lunch. I'm about to warm my lunch up in the microwave, not the stove, because you know I love taking the easy way out.
Where in the world is Karen San Diego? From BK to Belly, it's anywhere she say so. She changing your life, can see it straight through her eyes.